And we're live on YouTube. Yay. Yes, crowd sound supplied by. All right.
3 million people watching around the world.
Well.
Okay, maybe less.
Yeah. Well, we don't have anybody yet. Hey, we got one person. All right. Yeah. Others will join us in a minute. So, welcome. Okay, I'm not John Oliver, but you know the deal. Hey, see some familiar faces. Scott and Sarcastic and Serena. Hi, guys.
Sarcastic is not here. I'm being sarcastic. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we'll have more people join us as we go along, and let me take this water bottle and just scoot it barely out of the frame. There we go.
Join me.
Huh?
Never mind.
You're in Star Wars mode. Oh, and someone else tuning in for the first time. Welcome, Zenith.
Yay, Zenith.
Actually, there's a lot of festive stuff going on, right now. What's cool is I was wondering how the people would end up celebrating Durga Puja in India, and the answer is with a lot of live stuff that you can go and watch, like right now.
But don't go watch right now.
Well, later. I was watching it earlier today. Remember, India's on the other side of the world. Their time zones are different. And
when did they move? I thought they were like really close.
Anyway, what you can't see is me sort of face palming right now. But I was tuning into some of it earlier this afternoon while we were having brunch. I had my earbuds in and I was watching, and it was really interesting because you see the different priests that are sitting there in front of the pandal, the image of Durga and her children, and it made me think of the Egyptian priests, because you had one who was sitting over to the side and he was reading from the sacred texts, and I was like, oh well, there's your lector priest, your Karihab, and then the ones that are actually handling the offerings, those would be the Hemnut, in Egyptian terms. So it's fascinating to watch. But anyway, okay, now howdy to Creole biracial conjure. Which are you from New Orleans? Because when I hear Creole, that's the first thing that I think of. Yeah, but
and isn't biracial just a kind of gone along with it? If you're Creole, I mean, that comes with the territory, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it depends. That's kind of a whole other discussion. People define it differently. I don't know, but
yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all.
Oh, right. Well, anyway,
I'm just saying conventionally, it was biracial at least.
Yeah, well, like I said, you ask different people, you're going to get a different answer. So I'm just curious what they're saying. Like I said, the first thing I thought was, oh, hey, New Orleans.
And the first thing I have to say, other than all that, is welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah. Okay. It's eggnog season. Oh, they've got eggnogs in the stores already.
Oh, yay!
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Josh was saying that I haven't gone and looked yet.
But still, eggnog means yay for me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to space out, because for us the Koyak season, and the Osiris Mysteries is coming up, so we'll be, figuring out how to do that without being too repetitive. By the way, if you have an opportunity, tune in to you'll need to go on to arkansaspaganpride.org in order to get tickets, but we're going to be doing the whole thing on Zoom tomorrow, and I'm going to be hosting the ritual at 3:00 Central Time. So I think you have to get tickets in order to get on, but
are the tickets something that cost?
I think so, but go onto the website and check it out.
It's right that those people are awesome.
Yeah, well, there's also going to be folks that do stuff on heathenism, and there's some other folks that are going to be doing like a tarot workshop and a whole bunch of different stuff. But so I need to try not to stay up all night tonight so I can do things tomorrow. But uh, uh, okay, yeah, well, where do you get the tickets for that? You go on to arkansaspaganpride.org, and you should be able to buy them there.
Post a link.
Well, I can't do it live, but
Okay.
you know, it's all one word: Arkansas, ARKANSAS, paganpride.org.
Yes.
Because Arkansas has a silent S at the end.
Yes, it's a triple word score if you can spell the whole thing in Scrabble.
Okay, well, I just remember when we were driving through it with our friend from Canada, he read the sign that said "Welcome to Arkansas," and we had to correct him. It's Arkansas.
And he's like, tomato.
I was like, no, it's, you know, you refer to the residents as Arkansans, but the state itself is called Arkansas.
They can also be called Arkansawers. I've heard that many, many times in my life as well.
Yeah, I think it's a little less common, but either way, that's a little bit of local flair. So, yes, now Darren's eyes are getting wide because I have our vase full of cool waters.
And believe me, it is cool. It's cold.
It's not that cold, Darren.
Yes, it is.
All right. It's time for us to center. Okay, we had our wacky conversation. And now these cool waters are upon our hands. They purify us, as Tefnut purifies us. Come here, Darren. Come on, stop laughing. Hail unto you, initiative. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts. We've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Hey, cut that out. Just gonna roll up closer. Try and flick water at me. Come here. I'll dry you off. There we go. We are pure. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Pure what? She didn't say.
Pure mischief in your case.
You're welcome.
Okay. And we'll start out with this one. This one will start out as our Eye of Horus. Come in peace, bright Eye of Horus. Come in peace. There we go. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes till none remain. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it.
Receive the light.
You arise in the Akatis Kofri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You sit in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven in Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nin at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. And hail and a praise also to you, O Neith, and to you, O Sobek. Hail and praise you, lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Nochiru, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Nochiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. Neith, Sobek, will you Nochiru? This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Nochiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Neith, O Sobek, O Nochiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Oh. Okay. I'm going to see if I can, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but I've got a little itty bitty lamp here. I'm going to see if I can light it. There we go. See if I lift the wine, you can see it. I got it at the Indian grocery store. It was a very nice touch last time, and we'll see if the wax that I refilled it with will work as well. And we'll light these candles. Okay. Pure. Pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure is Neith, the Great, within her house. Pure is Sobek within his house. Pure are all of these gods within their house. and pure are their cause, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance all things good and pure, thousands of offerings for Rahorketi, for Neith, for Sobek, and for all of these Nutcheru in every place that their mortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Rahorketi. Come to your body, O Neith, O Sobek. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift them, the offerings, before Ra, before Neith, and before Sobek. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Rahorketi and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkeperura, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings and receive them from our hands. And it happens to be first quarter tonight, phase of the moon, so it's close enough. We'll see. It was traditional to offer flowers on the new moon and on the sixth day, which was just before first quarter. That's what was called the Senate feast. It meant, the sixth day feast, and that was when they would offer flowers for the blessed dead. So when we step over and we light candles for our blessed dead, we'll include flower offering. We share it with the Nutcheru first. And you'll see another leopard print blur.
That's just speed.
Okay.
The speed of a cheetah.
Here we go. I had to get the water. It's not speed, it's frame rate. So we offer a candle. It's the eye for us, for our blessed dead. There we go. It's cool waters from the table of Osiris. All things indeed come forth from this upon which you live and upon which you exist. And we give this bouquet to the Osiris, King Nebkeperu-Ra, and to all of our blessed dead. May Ra watch over them and be their protection. May they live eternally. May Ra love them, favor them. I'll just slip it over here. And protect them from all foes, whether living or dead. And Ran and Ra, which means in the name of Ra, 4 times. In the name of Ra, in the name of Ra, in the name of Ra. Okay. Slip back over here. Okay. Horekere ta henket kakao apdus and etchermerhat kut nibet nofre wabet anket notcherim and cow and aku punibu maakeru nibu hira netchera. A voice offering of bread, beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great god. And because it's just off of the camera, so you can't really see it when it's in use, but I'll pull it up so you can see. This is a there we go. This is actually a Japanese bell. In the Nichiren tradition, it's called a suzu, but there's a lot of different names for it. But there's a very nice resonant quality to it. It's hollow on the inside. Okay. And I didn't bring her out to the front beforehand, but we will bring our little friend. Little friends can be great friends. And we come unto you, O Ra, O Neith, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion for such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness for such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth for such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance for such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. I'm just going to field this question out. Has anyone else ever noticed that burning myrrh has kind of an almost sedative effect? Because poor Darren, I get the myrrh lit and he just starts to snooze. So I'm just wondering if it has that effect on anybody else. So.
Yes, it does have a relaxing effect. Frankincense kind of is the opposite.
What has kind of the opposite?
Frankincense.
So
the opposite.
Well, it's funny because it's tradition in the morning you burn frankincense. You burn myrrh at noon, and then kapet or kifi in the evening. So
right. Maybe the thought behind that is you burn the frankincense in the morning because it's invigorating. It wakes you up. It gets you going.
Mm-hmm.
And the myrrh relaxes you in the afternoon.
That's interesting. Yeah, and other people are saying that myrrh is very relaxing to them. So yeah, that's why as you just so at peace, you're ready to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Yeah, something like that. Myrrh or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of it as let's see. I'm trying to think of what it's called. A valerian. It's like valerian. It'll put you to sleep. I guess.
For most people, valerian didn't work so well for me, but that's just a weird exception. At least the supplement that I took that was valerian, I couldn't sleep at all. I thought I was like going out of my mind. But
oh my.
Okay, well, um, we do have some prayer requests that I've gotten, and there's some folks from Discord who said they couldn't tune in, but they're sending their regards, and they're certainly with us in spirit. And there's nothing wrong with catching this later on. So, hail unto you, O Neith the Great, the one who existed before existence, you who made all that is, who created all that exists. Eldest of the primeval gods, fashioner of Ra, mother of Ra, who was at the beginning. Unique one without equal, mistress of destiny, regent of fortune. Earth is under your command. One does not make plans without your knowledge. Queen of the gods in heaven, sovereign of the gods in the earth. Mistress of the bow, regent of the arrow, who keeps the arrow demons under your authority. Mistress of great fear, who created the twin crocodiles. Life and death are under your supervision. You fill sky and earth with your beauty, light the two lands with the rays of your eyes. You encompass your son as the light of the two lands. Father of fathers, who makes fertile the seed of gods and men. Great cow who nourishes all things. Mother of mothers who is like no other. There we are. Hail to you, twin of Ra, who rose from the primeval waters, Lord of Tashe, son of Neith, mighty God whose seizing cannot be seen, ruler of the rivers, governor of the winds, great male, rutting bull, Lord of love, Lord of the Aku, he who loves taking, great of terror. Drive off your wrath, let pass your raging, cut short your mourning, let your beauty come, welcome in peace, Lord of peace, O Sobek. Hail, O Sobek, great god, Lord of Tashe, great male who came from noon, white of teeth, green of scales, keen of face and raised of brow, Lord of strength and virility, raging one who drives away evil. You are the Lord of the Nile who makes the two banks green, Lord of the winding waterway in the sky, in your carnelian temple in the mountain of Baku. And if anyone has some other requests for the deities that we can read for. Just going to peek over here. Okay. The statue of Ma'at was a donation from one of our viewers, and yes, she is lovely. And it's funny. I got the feeling as I was as I opened her and was getting her set up that when she speaks, she has a childlike voice. So many of the other goddesses are, you get the impression that they're voluptuous women. Ma'at strikes me, and of course, maybe this is my anime influence, but she seems like a much younger girl that, like in anime, you'd beware of barely adolescent girls because usually they can like totally stomp you. So she's one of those. At least that's my impression.
What I get automatically from that little bit is she's
Is what?
What I get is she has a childlike voice because she is the epitome of lightness.
Yeah.
She's both physically light and light.
Yeah. Yes, there's that innocence. Yeah. Okay, and we have this is like, wait, Mott, an anime girl? Oh boy. Okay, someone's got some requests. Firstly, thank you to Aset for our family who recovered successfully from COVID, and a little girl who turns 3. That's wonderful. And to Jehuti and to Sekhmet for removing obstacles to getting back to college. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's definitely read for them. Oh my God. There you go. Okay. All right. Start off with Asa. Let's see. There we are. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Akh spirits. Because she is Lady of Heaven, her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. Hail unto you, O Aset, great lady, for taking care of our friends and family, and for watching over our little ones as they grow and do the best they can in the strange time that we all live in. Okay, yes, into Jehuti. Hail and praise unto you, O Jehuti, thrice great God, the son of Ra. Lord of Chemnu, wise one and Yunu, you report to Ra every morning. Messenger of humankind, you know people by their speech and judge them by their deeds. Those true of voice before Osir, their names are in your list. The Aeneid gives you praise as you guide the bark of millions, as you cast out the evil one, as you change strife into peace. You know all secrets, all books, all deeds. The fleeting moment, the hour of night. No report to Ra is forgotten. Your words endure for eternity. Friend of the people, wise and impartial, great one, Lord of Ma'at. And may you help those who are trying to learn and trying to get back into school. It's been difficult. I've been seeing reports that some of the kids that are trying to learn online are having a tough time with that. And I hope that everyone's able to find their own path and their own way to learn, because it's going to be different from each of us. But Jehuti is wise and he knows the way. And to Sekhmet. We have very much been needing her help this year. So we'll light her candle again. Hail Sekhmet the Great, Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the darkness comes, or the dusk. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at and detests Zfet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. Hail, O great lady. Continue to protect us throughout this year. And we thank you for the healing that you have given us, both in dealing with COVID and all of the other things that come along with, just life in general. May you continue to bring us healing and strength and vitality. Okay, let me slip over and see. Okay. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking to see. Okay, prayer for Anubis and Wepwet. Okay. So your uncle was found. Apparently, he was working in a place that was in the middle of nowhere and forgot to contact people.
Yay!
Okay, that's good. Yeah. And and got a request to give thanks to Bast for helping a kitty to heal
Yay,
and
kitty.
continue to watch over them. Absolutely. Okay, and in Wolf's area they've had a jump in coronavirus. Okay.
I think at this point you might as well make a candle to fast as well.
Yeah. I need to make one for Best. I do have a statue of her. And she's kind of difficult to see, but I tell you what, we'll bring her out front. What I love about her, I got her at an exhibit. I believe she's made in Egypt. And that's actually they carved a cartouche on her, and that's Nekhepru. That's Tut's throne name. So I said, oh, she's perfect. So. And with a lot of these statues, they're very plain when you buy them, and so gold paint works really well on black, and it stands out really bright, and so that's why she looks so unique. Because I went and I traced a few of the details on her, so she's personalized. But okay, so request for healing for a friend who has cancer. Okay, any protection for fiance and the folks at his job and a veterans center. Okay. So. All right. Well, we'll definitely say some prayers to Bast, and actually, according to the Cairo calendar, right before the Osiris Mysteries, there was a feast for Bast and for Sekhmet together. So that's something we may have to put them, on either side of Osiris when we do, a ritual next week. So. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, Daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, Mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows, you slay the evil one, and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, Mistress of perfume, Mistress of joy, O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus, whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. And thank you for the healing that you have given to your feline folk, that they can continue to be with us and watch over us. May you please look after those that are trying to work and to do good things in the midst of all of this. And for those veterans that are trying to stay well, and all of our elders, whether they served or not. We need them with us for as long as they can.
All elders served because we are the evidence of that service.
Yeah.
Whether it be in a military fashion or not, they served.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Let's see, I know. And okay, yes. And to Anapu and Wefawet. Oh, and you know what? I'm definitely going to need to ask Wefawet's help. And to Anubis. Hail and praise, O Anapu, great God upon your mountain, master of secrets in Duat, ruler of the west, fair son of Osir, great physician who heals, your seal is our protection. Crown prince of the Aeneid, keen-faced among the gods, you stand at Osir's side. You serve the blessed dead, they live because of you. And you also help those of us living on the East Bank, as it were. And thank you so much for helping us to find someone who was unaccounted for, and we're glad that they're okay. And may you continue to help those that are lost be found. Especially all those kids that they can't find their parents.
Yeah.
And hail unto you, O Wepawet, great God, Lord of Rosatau, Lord of the Cavern, Lord of the Sacred Lands, Lord of Abydos, defender of his father, and controller of the two lands. May you help to open the ways for those of us that are trying to work, that are trying to fight through personal obstacles, that are just trying to get through the tough season that we're going through right now. And also to Neith. Neith also is opener of the ways. And we ask you also to help us. Our friend Seta is, she's in the middle of a busy season in her job and is working for commission. So that's very much a feast or famine, way to work. So may you please open the ways for her so that she can do well and be able to better herself. And she also asked for some stamina, and I think all of us could use a little bit of it right now. And let's see who else. Okay, prayer to the next room for guidance and choices I must take. Well, Alejandro, would you like? We can do a divination. We can see if they have anything specific. And glad others are enjoying. And let's see.
I also have a few requests.
Okay. What requests did you have?
Both of us are having some ocular migraines, which are like vision anomalies and flashes. And I have to go to see the optometrists, and so I would like some assistance with eyes in general. And general health. Oh, and Brenda, a friend of ours, she has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh.
She has to go in for more tests and
okay.
Schedule second.
Okay, well, definitely we need to keep her in our prayers then. Hopefully that will take care of it. Because in case that didn't pick up, Yamanu and Shannon have a friend that just got diagnosed with breast cancer and is going in for a mastectomy. And so we hope that goes well and that's able to get everything out, because your mom had to go through that.
Yep, my mom went through a double. My mom is a survivor, thank God.
Yeah. Just hopefully she won't try and show anyone the scars.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, because that's kind of creepy. Huh?
She definitely will. She's that kind of woman.
Oh goodness! Just remember to avert your eyes, because
No, I'll have to look. She'll never let me live without it.
she won't let you look. Okay.
Kristen is awesome. She has a go-getter attitude like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, well, that's good. A go-getter attitude. That means she's got a fighting chance. So,
On the other side, we're helping her get to the place.
Yeah. Well, our love and prayers for all of you. May the Nutshooter look after you. And as for those migraines and eyes, Horus is actually the one to go to for eyes because he was invoked in ancient times for healing the eyes. So We offer praise unto you, O God of Behdet, Lord of the sky, splendid winged disk who shines in the horizon. You beautiful sun who illuminates the darkness, splendid child who illuminates the earth. Iris of the Ujat who lights the two lands with his rays. Fair of face, hovering one, armored, majestic, clothed in gold. You arise as Capri when you emerge from Naunet, your rays spreading over the world. May you shine upon earth as you do in heaven, and may you shine upon our friends so that they can get well. Now, someone had asked for some guidance, so definitely we want to see if we can give them something specific, if you would. Okay, this is the one that came out on top. Like, okay, this is our message here. And so, if you work hard, good things will inevitably happen. And that is...
That's about as straightforward as I've ever heard.
Okay, I think that's a bit of encouragement. Work hard and good things will happen. Let's see, did we have any other requests? Let's see. All right, and thanks to Konsu for Revelation and Dreams. And, okay, divination regarding my relationship with the other ones. I think I have to choose if making some changes or accept things as they are. Okay, that's a good one. One of those sort of either or. Shoot, I almost makes me want to pull out the Senate sticks, because that's one of those either ors. Which one do you guys want to do? You want to do the fortune cookie, or do you want to do the four sticks?
I would suggest going for 4 sticks.
Okay, yeah, we'll try something new this time for that one. So I'm going to have to step across. You'll see a blur again.
She's so fast. So fast.
Yeah, well.
Cat-like reflexes.
And at this point, I have to ask you, what do you want?
No.
Yeah. That's when you flatter me like that and I ask, what do you want? Okay. Just so you know what we're doing, because there was a question that was kind of a yes or no. We'll pull out, these are the sticks from one of our, you'll recognize these if you watch the Senate Let's Play. These can also be used in divination, and basically, this is your positive. This is, like if they land like this, it's like 100% yes all the way. And if they land the other way, it's 100% no. Anything in between is kind of
an either or.
Well, maybe a little of both. So we were asked, either do we accept things as they are or work to change something. And okay, now that was weird. Just so you know, 3 of them landed up here, all of them face down. And then one of them landed on the floor, but it landed also face down.
That is a resounding no.
Okay, so don't accept things as they are?
Accept things as they are.
Okay.
The other interpretation of that is, if they have work to do, make them do it.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Hopefully, hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight. So I'm going to set them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, gazelle milk. Well, you know what? Because somebody was suggesting a balm for the eyes. And gazelle milk, that's something that you couldn't really find. I think you might be able to find, it wouldn't be gazelle milk, but it would be like camel milk. I think if you were in an area that was urban enough that you could find like a Middle Eastern grocery or something, you might be able to find that, but or maybe goat milk, I don't know, but otherwise, yeah, just use what you can. But there we go.
I would suggest also
Hmm.
thinking about it, being a practitioner of Heka.
Mm-hmm.
Get a container and make it look like a Hathor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or regular milk in it, and then pour it back out, and whatever comes out will then become the milk of Hathor.
Okay, yeah. Basically, put it into a vessel to charge it. Something that is consecrated to Hathor. Speaking of vessels, before we go, I do have to show off something that I got in the mail. Another donation. This is one of them, and these are unglazed pottery vessels that are from Mexico, and they're actually used to make mixed drinks down there, and I ended up translating the recipe for jarrito loco and kind of going down a rabbit hole. I learned more one evening about mixed drinks than I had known previously, but yeah. But obviously they look like the kind of pottery that you would have seen in ancient times. And let me see if I can get this to the microphone where you can pick this up, because it's unglazed, and that means that it's porous. And when you put water into it, let me see. See, it makes this crazy sound as it starts to soak in. Okay, now it's not going to do it here, but
it's shy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make a video with these because I ended up learning so much just in trying to do this, and I thought, hey, this would be great material for the channel. So, okay, and when put that out, but yeah, but when you get it good and soaking, it's like you can hear the pores start to soak it up, and it makes this weird like fizzing sound.
Yeah, it sounds like you poured a fresh Coke into it.
Yeah. But anyway, that'll be sort of a preview of a video that I will make at some point. But in the meantime,
Effervescent quality.
huh?
It has an effervescent quality.
Well, basically what's going on is the clay is soaking in the water. That's why the directions say you soak it for 30 minutes before you use it for a drink. Because that way it can, absorb as much as it's going to, but without soaking up your drink. But in the process, it just makes this crazy sound. It also has an evaporative cooling effect. So when you think, these cool waters, I long wondered, how are they saying cool? Is it just relative to them? It can't really be cold because, this is in a desert. Well, if it's been sitting in an unglazed clay pot, it actually can get rather cool. So
yeah, they used to use that to make. Basically, they'd make ice, or they'd keep ice in certain places. They have like a certain kind of pottery that would do that.
Yeah. So things you learn.
I think there was another thing. They had something similar to that, where it was like a clay pot jar where you'd pour scented oils in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would put the cork in it and just let it hang somewhere, and it would slowly release that oil.
Yeah, it would be saturating through the clay. But okay. Yeah. That's a good question. And also the other thing is there's these things came with a Prop 65 warning, that's known to the state of California, so we're going to be, kind of exploring that too. But yeah, I would imagine that you get some, whatever the content of the clay is.
It seems like everything has that warning on it.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be just because the facility had, something in it. You never know, but we'll be playing with that again in another episode. But yeah, well, that being the case, we'll go ahead and close up for tonight. But again, if you can join us for Arkansas Pagan Pride, that's great. If not, then we'll be back with more episodes and another Friday service, and Halloween weekend is coming up. So yeah, and if you're looking for something else interesting to do, to watch online during the week, because it'll be going for another couple of days, Durga Puja, it's spelled Durga, and then, Puja is Puja or Jo, and you'll get to see stuff, it'll be a little bit of a cross-cultural study. It's fun just to watch and to soak in what they're doing, and the statues that they make are beautiful. Okay. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure as the name of Atum, foremost of the great need, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb, the earth's Ba, endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shenit in Unu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehutin, Khamenu endures. As the name of Ra and the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Neith, Sobek, O Ma'at, O Bastet. You've come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Nachuru. O Neith, O Sobek, Ma'at, Bastet. To every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark, and may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you had a good time, and stay well this week. Let's see. Okay. Oh yes, thanking Aset for her patience. Absolutely. Aset is very patient. She's a mom. She has to be. And believe it or not, in a lot of the magic spells, Horus as a little kid kind of got into trouble sometimes. And some of the spells are, having to cure him from a stomach ache when he ate something that was taboo or, did something like that. So, so I guess you could say she's patient because she's had to deal with a rascal before.
And we won't talk about what happened with his hands.
Huh?
We won't talk about what happened with his hands.
Hands! So we won't talk about what happened with his hands. Yes, that's a whole other story. But yes, well, much love, everyone. Okay. Oh, Josh, you had a wait a minute. Okay, before we go, Josh, what was it that you needed? I didn't see it. I'm gonna scan up here. Okay, so you're offering. Okay, thank you for Konsu. And did you need like a divination or something? And I know there's like a little bit of lag time. I'll kind of wait, but I'm going to assume that what you needed was something involving Konsu. And so before we go, since I saw that you mentioned that, okay, not really, but if you want to do one, tell you what, before we go, if anyone's hanging on, we've got a little bit of an encore, and
We want more.
yeah, tell you what, this is actually in the store. This is not ours, but it's going to get some good mojo because this is, a little statue of Konsu, and so we'll include him and say a quick prayer and see if he has a divination. And thank you, Konsu, for looking after our friend Josh and giving him guidance. And we know that as the moon is waxing, you're growing stronger. IJK, come on. There we go. Hail. Konsu, the child, very great, firstborn of Amun, goodly youth, sweet of love, king of all children, babe born alive who repeats births like the sun disk, who repeats the renewal of Ra and Thebes, babe in the morning, old man in the evening, youth who renews at the proper times, who arrives as an infant after his old age, whom Mut gave birth to in Thebes as the august child, the living one in his manifestation of Khopri, Ra after he repeated births, a tomb in the evening within the entrance of Manu. Iris of the Ujat, Horus as a young child, babe of Amun-Ra, lord of food, plentiful sustenance, lord of offerings who gives to those he loves. Before we go, let's see if you have anything to tell our friend Josh. And I got the sense that this one right here is the one we need to be looking for. Okay. Better to do something imperfectly than to do nothing perfectly.
Whatever it is, go for it.
All right. Yes. Making mistakes at least means you did something.
Yes.
So I think that's a good message for the week. Just go for it. Work hard. Things will eventually turn out good. So.
Even if you stumble forward, you're still moving forward.
Yeah, I like that what Yamana said. Even if you stumble forward, you're still moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Twice sweet of his love, yes. Okay. All right, guys. Well, by the way, and AK is Alaska, AR is Arkansas. But that said, if I see you tomorrow, that's great. If not, I will see you again soon. In the meantime, much love.
Bye-bye.
Next. There we go. Okay. 99.